Speaking of teams, at 9:43, Donald Trump may be assembling a team for his run to the presidency, and Charlie Sheen says he's willing to be the running mate of Mr. Trump.
Winning.
He's made that pledge, and he made it publicly this morning, so Donald Trump has somebody to consider as his running mate. Speaking of politics, it's Michael Brown in this morning on the Talk of the Town. Mike, welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
Are you ready to have a running mate? Would you choose Charlie Sheen, Donald Trump, somebody else?
I'm thinking I probably would stick with somebody a little more low-key.
And maybe local, too.
And maybe local,
Well,
yeah.
you're in the world of the arts, and would you consider an actor or performer?
You know, the nice thing about actors and performers is that they generally are in touch with their sort of inner self, and they know how to put themselves out there.
Sure.
And they also have to be really smart people.
I think that's one of Donald Trump's strong points. He may not be that great on the political
You
front.
know, that's absolutely right. He is appealing.
Yeah, he's appealing.
Mike running for mayor of Rome, and you guys had that big debate the other night. How'd that go for you?
We did. I loved seeing such a fantastic show. I mean, we had probably 700 or more people. The downstairs at the Capitol was pretty full.
That's great.
Which was really cool. Because it's seeing that kind of buy-in, which you hear about voter apathy, and
Sure.
it's so frustrating when you're running for public office. But that was really cool. The frustrating part was we only got to 6 questions,
Right.
and the 6 questions were kind of macro questions. They really weren't dealing with the nuts and bolts of what we're dealing with in Rome.
Well, what they should do in those debates is they should eliminate candidates one by one as the evening goes on. There should be
Sort of like musical chairs.
Exactly right.
I like that.
Yeah, well, throw that up there for the next time.
Michael, background. Give us a little bit of
A little bit about me.
Yeah, a little bit about you.
I grew up in Ohio in a little tiny town on Lake Erie. I moved, finished college in Greater Boston. I was a teacher at Phillips Academy, which is a exclusive prep school out east.
I know it well.
For 8 years. I loved teaching, but I wanted to get out in the private world because I was teaching theater arts. So I was a technician, a technical guy. I was a scenic designer, a lighting designer, and also an actor. So I'm a member of Actors Equity. Have been for 21 years. Did a lot of that out east. And then started my own business because I'm a woodworker and I'm a craftsman.
Wow,
so.
wide variety of skills
Absolutely.
there. Yes, and as far as your college was concerned, because it's National College Colors Day today, people have been stating their favorite college colors based on their alma mater or the team that they follow or the college they support. What was your college and what were the colors?
Well, I went to I went to Bowling Green.
Okay.
Michael, I did the same thing for a minute. Don't worry about it.
So did my son, by the way.
And then
The Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I went to Suffolk University in Boston,
Okay.
which I don't know. You're not going to go there with teams.
Yeah.
But I've always, because of where I'm from in northwestern Ohio, I'm right on the border of Michigan and Ohio. And the big debate there is the Michiganders or the
Sure.
Ohio State.
Sure.
So I've always been an Ohio State kind of guy.
Any previous political aspirations?
Oh, for
prior to
heaven's
this?
sakes, no. This is because they labeled me right out of the bat a community activist. Because really I'm concerned with what's going on in my neighborhood, and that's what brought me to the table. Is I'm all worried about where I live. It's my town. I have a lot of issues with what's going on in my neighborhood. I bought a house right in the heart of Rome 11 years ago. We live right on a park. It's a fantastic place. I mean, I moved from Greater Boston where I lived on the ocean. I paid $2,600 a month rent for a 4-bedroom apartment.
Right.
But it was on the ocean. It was nice.
Sure.
But please, that's a lot of money.
Of course.
And we moved to Rome, and we're able to buy 2 houses side by side on a city park. Dismantle one of them for parts and redo the other one, and then just a few years ago, I bought another house a block away, and I've got my mom in that, so I restored 2 houses, and
you do it yourself, obviously, because you mentioned your woodworking background.
Well, you can't afford to have it done, for heaven's sake, and between those 2 houses, they're a block and a half apart. Okay, I've got 6 vacant homes. And they're vacant for different reasons. Some of them are zombie homes. Some of them are just abandoned homes. This is an issue in Rome. It's a huge issue. And that's what brought me to the table, is my neighborhood.
Talking to Rome mayoral candidate Michael Brown on the Talk of the Town. How does your campaign differ from the campaigns being run by your opponents?
Well, with no disrespect to my opponents, they're very nice people. My campaign is sort of different in that we're grassroots. We really are grassroots. We're getting the working people of Rome organized because they're frustrated with the things that aren't happening.
Some people have said that they've criticized the Nano announcement because they feel that Rome won't benefit from that, even though I think there'll be a collateral
absolutely
experience that everyone will enjoy.
Oh yeah. But I think part of the problem is that Rome's not set to benefit from it at the moment. I think Rome could be, because we're looking down the road a couple years, and I think if we hit the ground running with a new administration in Rome, we absolutely could be set. But the problem is we need things in Rome to draw these people in. We really do.
And is that when you mentioned some of your concerns, and that's kind of why you got in this this race? You mentioned some of the properties, some zombie homes. Any other concerns and some of the things that you're looking at?
I keep saying the elephant in the room in Rome is the working poor. We've got a whole underclass of people that are sitting around going. I mean, okay, let me back up. About 6 months ago, there was a proposal to bring a slaughterhouse into Rome. That was the big talk of the town and stuff. And it was kind of a goofy placement of the slaughterhouse. We were like, I was perfectly for a slaughterhouse. Just don't put it across from our train station.
I think that was the concern.
Yeah, exactly. So, but people were salivating over 15, 17 jobs, and they were low-paying jobs, very physical jobs, high turnover jobs. We've got. Look at what the Turning Stone's looking at doing. They're putting a $100 million expansion. They're gonna have all sorts of jobs. The Turning Stone's in constant need of employees. The shopping district over in New Hartford's in constant need of employees. You know what? Rome's got employees. We've got a lot of people that don't have cars. We've got a lot of people that can't get to these jobs. Let's figure out a way to connect the dots, people.
How can you draw other businesses? I know that the running store just came to Rome, and that's a fine outfit from the Midwest, and they obviously located a need in your area there, and it seems to be a great outfit that brought some jobs to the area. How can you attract more of those types of businesses?
We need more people. Rome has shrunk. Rome was 55,000 people just 20 years ago.
Right.
Okay, and then all of a sudden it took the hit, and we've heard that till, ad nauseum. But it's a different place now. We're 33,000 people right now, and we've got a lot of empty homes. We've got, we need tax base. And it's a chicken or the egg thing, guys. We've got how does a community attract new residents without amenities? How does a community attract new amenities without a tax base, without people? So, first of all, we got to get our people working. So we got to address that big time. And if we've got jobs in the area, then we got to connect those dots, and we got to get those people to the jobs so they can bring money back in, they can invest in their community, and then we can start to build the process. But if we don't have the jobs now, get our people to the jobs.
Great point. What about the folks that are there, have rooted themselves in the community, those businesses that are just trying to survive and thrive? What are you hearing from them, and how could you help those folks?
Those folks need help badly because the taxes are killing everybody that's still there.
Sure.
And we've got to set up some sort of a system so that at least we can stabilize the taxes, because personally, any politician who says they're going to lower the taxes in Rome is full of beans. It's not going to happen, at least not right now.
Do you see them continuing to grow at this point?
Not until we get more tax base in the town. Not until we get more people spending their money in town. It's a real hard thing to fix.
What's next on the agenda for you and the rest of the candidates?
Well, we've got the primary is coming up next Thursday,
right,
and it's going to be interesting because you've got a really nice choice. You
Sure.
know, you've got 3 Democrats running and you've got 2 Republicans running. And again, I said at the debate the other night, everybody's in it for the right reasons. We all care about Rome. We all have very, very different ideas as to how to address it.
Any special appearances for your campaign? Are you still meeting people out and about? Or do you
I have been out with my campaign manager on our bikes with our goofy helmets
there you
on,
go.
and we're going door to door, and
right,
we're doing the canvassing thing, and that's what you do at this point in time. You get out and you meet people and you ask people what their concerns are.
Sure beats walking, right?
That's it.
And just for full disclosure, the party lines that you're running on.
I'm running on. I've got the endorsement of the Working Families Party, so I will be on the line in November, regardless. But I'm going for the Democratic nod.
Okay.
Against Mr. Dinello and Ms. Smith.
All right. Well, best of luck. And if there's anything more we can do, if there's more information to disseminate, please get it through us here on the Talk of the Town.
Absolutely will. I thank you for your time.
Nice meeting you.
Sure. It's
Pleasure.
Michael Brown running for the mayor of Rome. It's the Talk of the Town at 100.7 FM WUTQ.